نعم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We continue after quite a bit of a break uh, with the continuation from the chapter الطعام والشراب, food and drink, and we are now on the third conversation الحوار الثالث. We say انظر واستمع وعايد. Remember انظر means look, واستمع and listen, and وعايد means repeat. So this conversation, if we look at it, is between two people. We see in blue is الزوج. زوج, you know, it means spouse. In the Quran, it can mean what? It can mean a husband or a wife. But in modern day usage, use a different, try to distinguish between a husband and wife. It's a الزوج for the husband, and the feminine form الزوجة for the wife. Yeah. So, but you can use زوج for a wife as well. So let's begin with the reading, inshallah, and then we go on to the same how we do it normally, is the translation. So الزوج السلام عليكم, الزوجة وعليكم السلام. أنا جوعان جدا. الغداء على المائدة. ما هذا؟ سمك ولحم ودجاج وأرز وسلطة وفاكهة. هذا كثير جدا. لا تأكل لا تأكل، اجلس. لماذا؟ أنا جوعان. لدينا ضيوف. لدينا ضيوف. من؟ والدي ووالدتي وأخي. أين الضيوف؟ في غرفة الجلوس. That is the reading. Alhamdulillah, we know by now. نحن نعرف. Yeah. Try to read a bit more Arabic. نحن نعرف المعنى. السلام عليكم. هذا السلام. الدعاء أيضا. Yeah. It means peace be upon you and peace be upon you. أنا نعرف. أنا I. الكلمة جوعان جديد وجدا نحن نعرف means very is very. So أنا جوعان. هيا ننظر إلى المفردات. جوعان ليس جوعان. So it is what with one vowel, it's a diptone. في العربية نقول ممنوع من الصرف. إن شاء الله سندرس هذا الموضوع في المستقبل إن شاء الله. We'll study this in the future إن شاء الله. So the masculine is what? جوعان and not جوعان. And if you just speak, you can say أنا جوعان. You don't need to pronounce the vowel. But if you want to pronounce all the vowels, then you say أنا جوعان. And that's for masculine, for male. What about female? I've colored this in pink. Huh? That is for a female. That is for a female. أنا جوعان. So for example, Mahmoud would say أنا جوعان جدا. He said جدا means very. Yeah? Just in case you don't have that. جدا, you can use it for many things. Yeah. So جدا is what? It means very. Subject توكيد here. So جوعان جدا. أنا جوعان جدا. أو أنا جوعان جدا. I'm very hungry. How the female say? For example, Fatima or Salma or Aisha, whatever her name is, she say أنا جوعى جدا. أنا جوعى جدا. So the only thing that's changing is what? جوعى. Yeah. Then we got more vocab. Let's go look at all the vocab first. مائدة. A lot of people have been be familiar with this. أظنكم تعرفون هذه الكلمة. هذه الكلمة تجدها في القرآن. سورة مائدة. مائدة mean spread of food, a table with food on it. Would the empty table, would you call it ma'ida? No. Yeah. The ma'ida is a table with food on it. Ma'ida. What's that tawila? Is that tawila or table as well? Yeah. So there's all the names as well. But yeah, at the moment we did the word, the vocab is ma'ida, so it's a table with food on it. Dajjajun. Yeah, the judge is chicken. So, alhamdulillah, if you want any of you guys travel to the lands of the Muslims, speak Arabic, maybe you go Hajj or Umrah, you know now what you want. أريد دجاج. I want chicken. أريد لحم بقرة. لحم, we got meat. بقرة means cow. So it means beef. Huh? So دجاج, chicken, بقرة. Again, Surah بقرة. Quran, yeah. Surah بقرة. So is cow. So لحم بقرة will be what? Beef. So we got dajjaj, chicken. Laham means meat. Can be used mainly, we use laham, laham da'an. Laham da'an is be like mutana from sheep. Then you got laham al-ibl from the camel meat. And you know the rule with the camel meat, if you eat, you need to make wudu again. Huh? So then there's laham baqara. And then you got also all the venison and all sorts of other type of meat. You got whale meat, whale, all the stuff. Then we got a rule. So this is la. This la means no. Usually we said na'am means yes. La means no. Yeah? But here, when the la is present with a present tense verb, a verb in the present tense. For example, ta'kulu. It's normally ta'kulu, has a dhamma at the end. Yeah. So when ta'kulu means you are eating, if you put la in front of it, it takes away the dhamma, the u sound, and it replaces it with a silent sound. So it makes it into la ta'kul. So it's a prohibition. Yeah. This is how you prohibit someone. Say la ta'kul لحم خنزير. Yeah. فإنه حرام. Don't eat the flesh of swine, for indeed it is haram. لا تأكل الطعام. So here now we got لا تأكل. This is just showing a reading rule. If we zoom in a little bit, here we see that the lam ends with a sukoon. This hamza here and the lam, they both have sukoon. There's a rule when there's two letters, one after another, they both have sukoon. It's not possible in Arabic. It's called iltiqa'u sakinain. What does that mean? It means the meeting of two sukoons. So here, that one's wrong anyway. It's got two dhammas there. 1 second, let me just correct this. So it says لا تأكل لا تأكل لا تأكل الطعام. So this first sukoon, what we'll do, we'll take it into a kasra. So what we'll do, we'll say لا تأكل الطعام. So it makes it easier on the tongue as well. So that's what we did. لا تأكل الطعام. Why does the ta'am take a fatha? Because that's the receiving the action is called a maf'ulun bih. Yeah, we did that previously. Yeah, but even with the prohibition, It's the thing that you're not telling him. لا, for example, you say لا تضرب. ضرب يضرب means to beat. لا تضرب الولد. So لا تضرب الولد, the boy will be receiving the action. So take a fatta. Don't be the boy. Don't hit the boy. So لا تأكل الطعام. So I hope that grammar part is clear while we put the kasra there. Then we got a verb is what? Jalasa is in the past tense. You got a present tense is yajlisu. Knowing the ya at the beginning of a present tense verb, it means he. He is sitting. But then if we turn that ya into a hamza, it becomes ajlisu. It means I'm sitting. Yeah. And if we change that into a ta, it can be what? Both male and female. So it can be tajlisu you, you're sitting, or it can be she is sitting. Yeah. When it can be she is sitting. Where do we get that? Yeah. So it could be she is sitting. So she as well. It could be she as well. Yeah. And then we got tajlisina. This is talking directly to a female. For example, my sister's in front of me. Her name's Salma, and I say, Ya Salma, أين تجلسين? Where are you sitting? She would say, أنا أجلس هنا على الكرسي. I'm sitting here on the chair. So she says, أجلس على الكرسي. So you see, على is one of the prepositions. It's like min, fi, على, إلى, كاف, با. Yeah, you got wow. والله بالله تالله. So wow, bata. And you got quite a few more like kaf, lam. So these prepositions, they decline the word after. That's why it's kursiyi and not kursiyu. So I'm sitting on the chair. How to make a command from a three-letter verb. So we're going to study this as well. This is to do with morphology, yeah? Sarf. So this is another thing that we learn, the prohibition. All you do is add a lam in front, la or in front of the present tense verb, and make the end of the verb silent. لا تأكل, لا تشرب, لا تجري. لا, that would be getting rid of the weak letter. What else would be? لا تنام, to sleep. What else would it be? لا تقرأ, don't read. لا تكتب, don't write. Like that. Now we say use, how will you make a command? So we do prohibition, putting la from the present tense verb and making the end of the verb silent. How do we make a command? So we get, for example, jalasa means to sit down. Yajlisu, we're saying he is sitting down. So we've highlighted the ya, we're going to get rid of it. So we get, so you see the jim has got a sukoon. We've highlighted the lam, it's got a kasra. Yeah. So the first step is getting rid of the present tense vowel at the beginning. We got rid of the ya. So now we can't pronounce the jim because it's silent. We got a lam with the kasra, and a sin with the damma, lisu. Now we need to add a hamzatul wasl. Now because there's a kasra, lam has a kasra, what do? We add a kasra for the hamza. So it becomes ijlis, ijlisu. Now then finally what we do is get rid of the dhamma at the end of the scene and we make it silent. So it becomes ijlis, which means sit down, ijlis. Yeah, that's one form. There's two more forms that we want to show you. Yeah, so I'm going to take this, copy it, and give you two more examples of verbs. Yeah, so just copy and paste this. Yeah, copy and paste twice because there's two forms that we need to discover. What is the Hamzat al-Wasl? Yeah. So what is the fatha? ذهب. So now instead of يذ يجلس, understand? Let's do this. Work. Yeah. Instead of that, we say what? يذهب. طيب. Right? يذهب. الذال هذا سكون. تها فتى. يذهب. يذهب. So you notice that the ha here, the ha here has a fatha. The lam previously, if you look at the lam previously, above it, yajlisu, it was a kasra. It was a kasra. So here what we got is we've got yadhabu. So like we did previously, what do we do is the ya is removed. So what we were left with is here is dhal with the sukoon, ha with the fatha, and ba with the dhamma. Yeah. And out of these, we know that the ha is the thing that we're interested in. So what we do now is we add Hamza. Hamza here will be the kasra again. We're going to discuss why that is. Yeah. So here is what? If Abu. We got that. If Abu. And we got the ha is highlighted. Because when it's a kas, the second to last letter, when it has a kasra or a fatha, you give the hamza al-wasl a kasra. So that is the rule. Yeah. And with the final one, what do we say? We may get rid of the dhamma idhabu, yeah, and we make it idhab, which means go. Idhab means go. That is a command. Yeah. So we got the command there, idhab, which means go. So the second letter, yeah, the second letter, uh, second to last letter, which was the ha with the fatta. If it's a fatta, the hamza al-wasl, the hamza takes a kasra. And if it's a kasra, like jalasa yajlisu, it also takes what? It takes a kasra, hamza al-wasl. So this means go. Yeah. So we got sit, we got go. What's the last one? Yeah. Let's say mm, yasjudu. Yasjudu. So here the verb is yasjudu, means to he prostrated. The second to last letter, if you can see, يا إخوة, brothers and sisters, يا إخوة وأخوات, you can see is that the second to last letter is a dhamma. Yeah. Second to last letter is dhamma. So it's different from a kasra and a fatha. So what is it? The dhamma is on the jim. The second to last letter is a jim. Yeah. So it's yes, judu. Yeah. So what the command will be? Sorry, what would it be without? It will be seen the sukun, jim with the dhamma, and dal with the dhamma. We get rid of the present tense yeah. Yeah. You can't pronounce that because the scene is silent. So then what do? We put Hamzat al-Wasl at the beginning. Yeah. But with the Dhamma, what do we do? With the Dhamma, you put a Dhamma. So this is the odd one out. Yeah. So here is the odd one out because the second to last letter was Dhamma. And that's why the Hamza al-Wasl is a Dhamma. So understood, Ikhwa? I hope that's understood. I'm going to show you one more time when we finish this so that it's crystal clear. So what does it become? It becomes Usjud. When we make the last letter silent as well. It becomes what? Usjud. It means prostrate. Prostrate to Allah. We don't prostrate to anyone. Usjud. Anyone else? We prostrate to Allah. Prostrate to Allah. Yeah. So that is what we got here. So Usjud. So it takes the Hamza takes what? A Dhamma. The second to last letter has a Dhamma, so it takes a Dhamma. So let's go over that. Let's do a quick recap. So present tense verbs, how to make a command. You get, if the second to last letter, let's get that out. If second to last letter has a fatha or fatha or kasra, yeah, or kasra, then Hamza takes a kasra. That one. But if second to last letter takes a Dhamma, then Hamza takes a Dhamma. So that's pretty much it. And we learned how to do that. You got a new word. Limaza means why. Also, you can say lima. Limada, why. Lada is to have. I think we did this in means like in the. So we say lada. The Hamza here turns into a ya when an attached pronoun is added. So the na means we. Yeah, we. Yeah. The ya at the end will be what? Ladayya will be I have. Yeah. So ladayna, yeah, here it means we. So ladayna means we have. How do I say I have? I would say ladayya. Ladayya with the shadda on the ya. Ladayya. I have. So ladayya is I have. Dayfun is a guest. Duyuf are guests. Dayf and duyuf. Zawjun is husband. We also mentioned it could be a wife. Yeah. But here modern day use we use zawja. Yeah. We said baydatun means one egg. Baydun means eggs, plural. We then say wazni, wazn by itself means weight. The ya is indicates my. So my weight is sittun. Sittun is 60 and kilin is kilograms. Then we got another word which is what? Asir. So you to separate wazn would be what? Weight. Waznun. Waznun is weight. The weight of something. So with that, alhamdulillah, we've done the vocab. Let's go back to translating. So he said, Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Ana jaw'anu jiddan. This is incorrect. This is a mistake, a typo from the authors. They should have one dhamma. Jaw'anu. So ana jaw'anu jiddan, or you can say ana jaw'an jiddan. If you want to keep it silent, I'm very hungry. جوعان means hungry. What is it? How does the female say? أنا جوعى جدا. That's point one. الغداء. غداء. Did we mention it? غداء means lunch. غداء means lunch. Let's check if we mentioned that. I'm not sure if we mentioned غداء. It's important that we don't let go of any vocab. غداء is not mentioned. Let's write it down. So غداء is lunch. غداء is lunch. What is breakfast? Let's do an order then. Yeah. فطور or iftar. You said we're going to take iftar. فطور. فطور is breakfast. عشاء is what? So not isha, the salat isha. No, asha is evening meal. Your supper or for dinner. You got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you got those there. Okay. So غدا is lunch. So his wife says, الغداء على المائدة. Ma'idah, we said, it's a table with food on it. So the lunch is on the table. The husband asks, ما هذا? ما we know is اسم الاستفهام. هذا اسم الإشارة. What is this? سمك fish ولحم and meat ودجاج and chicken وعرز. Did we mention aruz? Aruz means rice. Let's check if we mention aruz. I don't think so. Let's write it down. Aruzun is rice. Aruz, or it could be urzun. There's two ways of saying it. Making the ra silent or having a dhamma. Aruzun, yeah, is what? Is rice. Aruzun is shadda, yes, sorry. But salatatun, salata is what? Is salad. So we got shadda there as well. We got to add the shadda. Yeah. And then we said what? Salatatun, salatatun, which is salad basically. And that's salad. And then we got fakiha is what? Fruit. Fakihatun, fruit. Fakiha is fruit. So she's telling him we got all that stuff. He said, what is this? The husband saying, what is this? He exclaimed, like surprised. Yeah, that you can see him. Yeah. He's saying, samak, fish, meat, chicken, rice, salad, and fruit. هذا كثير جدا. This is a lot. This is a lot. Too much. As Zoja says, what did she say? لا تأكل. What do we do study today? Prohibition. She's got the la and the la of negation, and then the lam at the end, the of the verb is silent. So she's prohibiting. She's saying لا تأكل, meaning don't eat. لا تأكل. لا تأكل. Don't eat. Don't eat. Yeah. Then she's commanding him. جلس يجلس. Yeah. Remember, it's got a kasra. So the Hamza takes a kasra. Ijlis means sit down. Don't eat, sit down. The husband asks, لماذا? Why? أنا جوعان. Again, correction is what? It's only one wow, not double. جوعان. أنا جوعان. Oh, أنا جوعان. Why? I'm hungry. لدينا ضيوف. لدى means to have, and لدينا we have. ضيوف is a plot of ضيف. Guests. So we have guests. The husband asks, لدينا ضيوف. من? We have guests. Who? Question. Walidi. You know, walid means what? father, but then we add the ya, my father. والدي ووالدتي. والدتي, mother, and my mother. وأخي, أخ means brother, and put a ya at the end means my brother. So my father, my mother, and my brother. So it's her side of the family. أين الضيوف? Where are the guests? في غرفة الجلوس. We already know غرفة means room and جلوس here means sitting down. So here it means what? The living room. They're in the living room. So we quickly go over some of the vocab here. ضيوف is guests. جوعان or جوعان means hungry. Female form is what? جوعان. مائدة is a table with food on it. سلطة is salad. يجلس is he's sitting. زوجة is a wife. زوج is a husband. Or it can be, if you just mention زوج, it can be husband or wife. دجاج is a chicken. And لحم is meat. So then he asks, من الجوعان? Who is hungry? We say, الزوج جوعان. Yeah, the husband is hungry. أي وجبة على المائدة. وجبة, we'll get it down, means meal. Let's get that down. وجبة means meal. Where's it gone now? Yeah, write it down here. وجبة means meal. وجبة is a meal. A meal. So so he's asking أي وجبة. So if you notice, أي has one vowel, yeah, and then the word after it is declined, indefinite, has two vowels. كسرتين. أي وجبة, which. So أي means which meal is on the table. And we know is غداء. الغداء على المائدة, which is lunch. ما طعام الغداء? What is the food for lunch, or the food of lunch? Yeah. So we go back and we remember the food for lunch is what? It's quite a lot. Remember he said هذا كثير جدا. He said سمك. طعام الغداء هو السمك واللحم والدجاج والرز وسلطة وفاكهة. All that is lunch. Next question. من الضيوف? Who are the guests? والد الزوجة. والدة الزوجة. وأخ الزوجة. طيب. أين هم؟ هم في غرفة الجلوس. أين هذا الحوار؟ هذا الحوار في بيت الزوج والزوجة. أين ماذا تأكل في الغداء؟ It's asking you now. ماذا تأكل أنت مين؟ What do you eat في الغداء? I only have two meals, so I probably say my breakfast. I have لحم الدجاج أو لحم البقرة في شاورما أو راب. وأشرب شاي وأتناول كعك. Yeah, and I also have a cake with tea. Yours might be different. You say أتناول بيض. I eat eggs. Yeah, أو بيضة واحدة. I have one egg. Maybe خبز. Yeah, toast. Yeah. والشاي والقهوة or coffee. So you can say whatever you eat for breakfast. Let's get through some of this. سمك is fish. So here it says اكتب رقم على طعام ورقم على شراب. So it's saying write number one for food and number two for drink. As if we don't know what is food and drink, but let's go. Let's go with it. Is number one samak? Is that a drink? Do you drink fish? No, it's food. Do you drink tamar? Yeah, you can if you have mixed it with milk and blend it, but no, it's food as well. Ma is obviously water, is drink. Unless you freeze it and make it into ice, then you can eat it. The judge again, food. The laham, food. طبعا, obviously. Shay is drink too. Yeah, salatata is food. Halib, milk is drink. Arroz is food. Khubz is food, bread. Qahwa is a drink. Fakiha, fruit is food. That was a pretty easy exercise. طيب تدريب سل بين كلمتين المتضادين. What does متضادتين mean? متضاد means what? Did is means the same as did. It means opposite. So he's saying connect the two opposites. Yeah? So we got nahif, which means thin or skinny. Yeah? So we got samin. What do we do? We draw a line between nahif and samin. Then we got qalil, which means a few. And we got kathir, which means a lot. We draw a line. Then we got yanam, he's sleeping, and yastaykid, he's waking up. Then I don't know what that is. Let's just zoom down a bit. Yeah, then he says na'am, yes, and then he's saying la, no. So they're the opposites. That was a quick, easy exercise. We'll stop here, inshallah. We'll continue next lesson with this one. So let's quickly do this one. This is the ordinal numbers. So we've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. واحد اثنان ثلاثة أربعة خمسة ستة سبعة ثمانية تسعة 10. We got that. Now we got ordinal numbers. What do we mean by ordinal numbers? Mean first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So we say we got the first. We got the for masculine. We got الأول الثاني الثالث الرابع الخامس. Yeah, that was for masculine. What about feminine? Is what? الأولى. Yeah, we got الفرس الأولى الثانية الثالثة الرابعة الخامسة. So we got the first, second, third, fourth, fifth in the feminine form. So we'll continue with this exercise next lesson. With that, we finish inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.